Hey guys. Chris and Jennifer together again for talking about coming out of discovery. I guess we could talk about like what do we do to heal from relationships that are discovering or trying to heal from problematic sexual behavior, both for the husband and the spouse. We've been talking about couples and our work with couples, where I meet one-on-one with the guys, Jennifer meets one-on-one with the wives, and then we have all four of us. We have times during the month where all four of us meet for a lot of healing and relearning how to communicate and how our parts react to each other. So speaking of that, I use internal family systems therapy. I use internal family systems to do that with the idea that we have parts inside of us that are trying to protect us and that react when we hear the parts of our spouse say something. So those things, we learn how to hear each other, how to get some kind of distance from those parts of us that react, so we know to back up a little bit and learn how to communicate in a healthy way with each other. It's awesome. So we've talked about that we use ownership, trust, intimacy, and connection as that path to healing for the couple. We did a video on taking ownership, and welcome your questions and comments from that. Today we're talking about trust. So I'm going to first talk about how do I work with the guys on rebuilding trust. Biggest thing to think about when rebuilding trust, one, that you can, so don't give up hope on that. But the best way to do that is consistent behavior over time. That teaches both your wife and yourself that I can actually do this. So consistent behavior over time. What I'm battling, remember this is my story too for the past 30 years, I'm battling thoughts inside my head that make me think, oh, I have to do this to survive. But remember, like the healthy choice, if that's a healthy choice and that behavior, awesome. If it's escaping again to pornography, would probably be first escape of choice. Pornography, games, food, some kind of escape behavior, not a good idea. So I'm working on building trust by my consistent, healthy behavior over time. Do what I say that I'm going to do. That shows her that I am committed to us and our relationship. I'm committed to making this work. Every time I don't do that, if a relapse or slip, meaning sobriety has lost its priority, if I lose that priority of being sober, my actions and my thoughts, then I teach her that maybe this is not as good as I thought it was going to be, and I can't trust that. So I work on consistent behavior.
But it can be as simple as just being home when you say you're going to be home. It does not have to include a slip. It actually can be, I'm going to be home at this time. If you're not, text. I'm going to do this with you tomorrow and show up and do it. If you're going to share, if you have a time to share, then it's good that you initiate it so that she knows that you are thinking about it at a certain time, in a certain place. Just do what you say you're going to do. It really is very simple like that.
And it could be, it's like another simple example would be, I'm not going to be on my phone when I'm at home, or like if I've acted out using my phone and I'm not going to be on my phone, or I'll be in public or something and I'm on my phone and she comes around the corner and I flip off the screen or I put it down real quick like I've been caught. That doesn't build trust. So do what you say you're going to do.
If you're not going to take the phone into the bathroom, then don't take the phone into the bathroom. Don't think, oh, well, it's not a big deal if I don't do it this time. It is a big deal.
Or if I have a really good excuse.
Or if you have a really good, if you don't talk about it, you could talk about it.
Yeah, you could.
And be like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, we're not, for our side, for trusting, we're not rule keepers, and we're not the ones, if they are offering transparency so that they can teach us that they're going to do what they say, we don't have to keep them accountable to that, but we do need to notice and just watch, because unless it is done from their own choice, then we become the mom, and none of us want to do that. So on our side, just to trust is, first of all, learn to trust yourself. Again, usually we did trust ourselves until we got in a situation that we've been with someone who's hiding. And that lying and hiding and not doing what they say they're going to do, or being where they say they're going to be. And then that really creates a lot of distrust within ourselves because we're thinking, really? Did I think that? Oh, why is something wrong? Oh, that's not really me. There's so much not trusting ourselves. But we
that
were
includes-
usually right because we were told not to trust ourselves by the person who's trying to hide everything.
Yes, so that would be the gaslighting of
Yes.
me telling Jennifer, like, when I don't want to be caught, I'm sending her a message of, the reality isn't what you think it is.
Yeah,
No,
when it usually is.
I didn't do that, or you're not thinking of that the right way.
That's right.
Every time I'm telling her that you can't trust yourself, you have to trust me while I'm lying. So
Right.
that's how.
So that's why our first step is to really learn to trust ourselves and to learn to trust other people that have gone through this process. And that's where our trust can start when it's a relational trust, and also trusting that God is going to do what he said he's going to do for our husbands. And that's a really hard one, but it is when we can learn to trust ourselves and to trust that God is going to care for us and let him do the work he needs to do in our husbands, it actually can build trust, a foundation, so that we can watch and see if they're going to do what they say they're going to do, if they're going to be as transparent as they say they're going to be, if they're going to share as much as they say they want to share. And we can just wait and see if that is done from themselves, not to we just really don't want to set up a system where they're coming to us and checking off the list, and where we're the ones that have to say, you're not doing what you say you're going to do. We need to be paying attention. We need to ask for what we need. Say, oh, I would like you to check in with me. I'd like you to text me if you're not going to be on time, or I'd like you to text me when you're leaving. Even if you are on time, could you text me? And then you need to watch. So ask for what you want, but then notice what you get. If they start doing it, then you notice. If they don't do it, then you notice. And that's where you know how much you can trust and give, and how much you can stay with yourself and wait and watch. A lot of the beginning is us just healing and waiting and watching to see what's going to happen, whether or not we can give our trust, and not just, oh, they're working on their stuff, they say they're doing well, now I need to trust them. No, you don't. You don't have to trust them until you're ready to, and you will be ready if you wait and watch and trust yourself.
Yep, and that includes our expectation isn't to do it perfectly. So even when we make mistakes, we build trust by saying, "I made a mistake." Like like bringing the phone into the bathroom. I just did that by habit. I know that's something that we agreed on. I wasn't supposed to bring in the phone in. I did bring in the phone. I'm sorry I did that. Would you like to look at my phone to see what I was doing while I was in there? Check on that. But building trust, even to own mistakes and be honest about that and heal from that. So good for trust. Put in the comments what you liked, what we missed, what you want to add. What about? Put all in the comments and we'll answer those. Thanks for watching.